Guys, welcome back. Today I will explain to you how to convert our XRD data from percentage of weighting to percentage of volume for validation of volume of clay. Basically, we can get XRD data from our final report or something else. XRD data actually have two forms of mineral group. First of them is clay mineral and the second is non-clay mineral. All of them in form of weighting. So we cannot use it directly to validation or volume of clay. So for the example, we have 100 milligram sample that rock we get from coring method. First of our clay mineral is illite, and the second is smectite and kaolinite. The third and the last is non-clay mineral with the percentage is showing by this number. By this number, we know we have illite 0.03 milligram, smectite 0.02 milligram, kaolinite 0.15 milligram, and the last non-clay mineral 0.8 milligram. But we have a problem for this. Why we must transform it from weight to volume? Because each of them have different density. So density will play as mind to transform our weighting to volume. So we will go to my website first. Just click ChatGeoku, and then you will see our post with the title conversion of XRD data from percentage of weighting to percentage of volume for validation of volume of clay. Maybe we will imagine how this XRD data will use. We can see at the right of picture we have VSH lamp that is represented with blue dot. So this is our XRD data at each depth, and VSH LSSA is our calculation of volume of clay by using formula. We can see our calculation is validation with core that is we take from several depth. So that is have match between our calculation and the real data. So that is the example of volume of clay or volume of shell we will use to help us to validate our volume of clay calculation. You can see the basic formula we use: density equal to mass per volume. But we want to know the volume because we will talk much in volume, not in mass. First, to transform the formula, we must multiply each part to V or volume. So our formula will be volume multiple density equal to mass, and then divide each part to density. So our final formula, volume equal to mass per density. Back it to our post. So you can see this is the step that we will use to calculate our final volume of clay. You can download it, our template, by click this button, and you will go to this link. As we mentioned before, our assumption is we have 100 gram mass of sample that we take from coring. At each table, we can see we have formation, we have depth, we have wedge non-clay mineralogy and wedge clay mineralogy. This is our mineral for non-clay and this is our mineral for clay. First of all, we must make sure our total composition is 100%. But for this case, we have 117.6%. What we must do first? We translate it so all of calculation or all of summation is must be in 100%. So the formula we use is we divide each percentage of weight in mineral to the total composition and then multiple it with 100. So at the last we will have 100% total composition. Then we can transform weight to the volume by divide each our weight. But before that, 100 gram will help us because we don't need to transform percent into gram or kilogram. So we can use it directly. So the formula we use to transform mass to volume is by divide each mass of mineral to their density. For this example, quartz have density 2.65. So we divide our mass volume that we transform it before to 2.65. We do it to each our mineral, so we will have number like this. And then we can summation our volume of clay by calculate all of this clay because this is our clay mineral. So we will get 5.23 and then our total volume by calculate out of the volume of our mineral. So we will get 37.74. One note, we always will have total volume much larger than volume of clay. And for the last, we can transform it in the form of percent or decimal. For example, we have 13.86 by divide our volume clay to the total volume. And our final volume clay is 0.40. So we have formation A, depth at 1000 meter, and our final volume of clay is 0.14. By looking and compare this value, we can get an information that we have a different result which we use 100% as our total composition compared to the first of our total composition. So the second row is more precision than one or the first row. Okay, maybe that is from me. You can ask me anything by writing your comment in this video. Maybe that is from me. Thank you very much.